What's up everybody and welcome back. So in today's video we're gonna do test number 2, and that is a little bit of comparison video of the Beam 2 versus the Arc, because I've been having so many questions of you guys asking me if the Beam 2 is enough to have in your living room or maybe a bedroom or whatever it is, and if the Arc is maybe too much to have in a normal size living room. Now, in yesterday's video in test 1, I thought that the Beam 2 was amazing. It did a really good job with everything that it was supposed to do. The Dolby Atmos things, it handled really well. The speech within the action movie was really good as well. So let's see what the difference is in the volume between going from 30 on the settings on the volume from 30 all the way up to 60. So we're gonna gradually increase the volume from 30 to 60, and then I'm gonna try to do an edit where I switch between the Beam 2 and the Arc, but I'm new to all this editing stuff, so hopefully I will do that. If not, then I will just do the regular test that I do, which is I'm gonna try the Beam 2 out gradually from 30 to 60, and then I'm gonna do a similar video with the Arc from 30 to 60, so you can see and maybe go back and forth in the video if I'm not able to do the edit like I was saying, switching between the Beam 2 and the Arc. Then you have to go back and forth to really see what the sound difference is. But we all know that the sound difference is gonna be pretty huge because the Arc is not double the size, but I would say maybe I'm gonna show you guys. Let me just show you guys how big of a difference the size is between the Beam 2 and Arc. Let me show you. So just a quick little comparison of the size between the Beam 2 and the Sonos Arc. I would say I was wrong. The Beam 2 is actually almost half the size of the Arc. So let me just show you. I'm going to just place it right next to it. So as you can see, as you can see, the Arc, I will take it a little bit more forward like this. So as you can see, that is almost half of it, because we got the play button right here, and then we got the rest of the Arc right there. So for the size of this thing, it pushes out really good sound, I would say. So if I place it right in the middle, you can see the difference between the two and how much of a space you'll need. Now I would say that the only thing that disturbs me with the Arc right now is that when I place it right in front of the TV, let me just take down this a little bit, is that this upper part of the Arc will cover a little bit part of the TV as well. So when I place it in front, now that is because the LG stand, I think, is too low. The LG TVs should have a little bit taller stands, because some of us will place the soundbar right in front of it, and I will show you later what I'm talking about when I'm placing the Arc. But let me just put the Beam 2 back at its place, and let's try it out. So that was the size comparison between the Beam 2 and the Arc. Pretty huge difference in the size, and like I said in yesterday's video, for the size of this thing, I'm amazed by how good sound it pushes out. So let's just go through the settings we're gonna use in today's video, and that is for the equalizer for the Beam 2 is +2 and treble +5 on the bass and +2 on the treble. Loudness on. We got True Play on, and we got the height on +7. So that's the settings we're gonna use. We're gonna start off at 30, volume 30, and push it all the way and increase it to volume 60 gradually. So you can see how much of a difference there is between those two. and I'm gonna, like I said, I'm gonna try to edit so you don't have to go watch both. First watch the Beam 2 and then watch the Arc. So I'm gonna try to edit so we can switch between the, if I'm able to, because I'm new to this editing. Like I said, I'm trying to learn so much new stuff with Adobe Premiere and all that other editing programs. So bear with me. So yeah, same movie scene like in yesterday's video. I know you guys are tired of, sick of watching Prey from Disney Plus, but I think it's more simple to use same scene for both tests, so we don't use different movies within the tests itself. But yeah, from volume 30 all the way to 60, let's go. Test 1. So that was Beam 2. Let's just go quickly through the settings for the Arc. I have it connected again, and I just did TruePlay all over again. So we're gonna push it to +5, same settings, +2, and we got TruePlay on, and the height is on +7. So we can use the same settings that we used on Beam 2. Same scene. Let's go. But yeah, guys, before we continue with the Arc test, let me just show you what I was talking about before with the LG TVs and their small stands, because when you have a big soundbar like the Arc is, you can see that it is covering a small part of the TV. If something is going on right here, you will not see it. I know that is not a big issue because, as you can see, it is covering a part of the TV, so to say. That is the biggest issue with the LG OLED TVs. I think their stands should be a little bit taller, because I used to have my LG soundbar, which I bought with this TV a couple of years ago. I used to have it mounted on this part of the TV bench. And as you can see, I have some holes in it, but yeah, I think LG should make bigger stands, because as you can see, if I go up, you can see how much part of the so if we go down again, maybe his whole face is disappearing. But that is the issue with having a big soundbar like this compared to a big stand, TV stand, that the TV manufacturer should have larger stands. That's my opinion of it. But that was all I was gonna say about this issue about having a big soundbar versus big TV stand. But yeah, let's go with the test video for the Arc. And that was the Arc. Same settings and up to volume 60. The biggest difference that I noticed, or the major difference that I noticed, is that the Arc with the up final speakers, you get so much more effects in the room than just from the Beam 2 coming straight at you, which is the biggest difference. Like I said, with the Era 300s versus the 5s, is that if you're into that Dolby Atmos effect, you will only get it from the Arc. But the Beam 2, if you're just gonna use it, let's say in the bedroom, then I don't think you really care if you have already have the Arc for big movie nights. Then yeah. And also, I right away noticed that the Beam 2 will definitely need a sub. Whether it's this big sub or the sub mini, I'm gonna do that test, and I'm gonna tell you which one of those I would suggest for the Beam. But I have also had a lot of you viewers commenting that you are using the sub mini for the Beam 2. So maybe the big sub is maybe it's overpowering the Beam 2, I don't know. But we're gonna do that test as well, so we're gonna see. And of course, when you're using the Beam 2, you're also using the Era 100s or the One SL or Sonos ones, which is also the biggest difference, because I think with the Arc, either these two or the 5, maybe the Era. We're gonna also try the Era 300s with the Beam 2 to see if maybe those are overpowering the Beam 2 or not. So we got a lot of tests to do, and yeah. So guys, comment down below if you have the Beam 2 and what sub you are using mostly with it, and if you have any surround speakers, what kind of surround speakers you're using with the Beam 2, so we can see what the difference is from you guys that are using different setups. That would be fun to read as well, what the differences is and what you guys prefer to use with your Beam 2. And as always, I always use my videos from Netflix and all that good stuff, so all my videos get copyright strikes. So I'm doing this test for you guys and for myself, of course, so I can learn more stuff. And if you got anything you want me to try out on my channel, I'm glad to do it. Just comment down below what you want me to try, and I would gladly do it as well. So yeah guys, that's it for today's video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.